Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome, dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining our morning Bhagavatam sessions. We have been discussing Bhagavatam for 4 months, Chaturmas period, in the mornings regularly with the Association of Devotees, along with sloka recitation of Bhagavatam as well as Srila Prabhupada's purports, important practical learning lessons as well. We have paused our reading for a couple of days just to appreciate Srimad Bhagavatam, show our gratitude towards Srila Prabhupada who has given us this purpose and given us this whole Vedic scriptures understanding for our practical application in a very beautifully easy to understand way. So we are pausing for a couple of days and we will start our reading of Bhagavatam tomorrow. To show gratitude is like digestion. What happening, we have been studying so many points, so it's going inside, going in for 4 months. In the same way, like having a food, we are eating food. If we keep on eating, sometime we have to pause eating, we have to close our mouth and let the digestion happen. When the digestion happens, what it does, it nourishes the body, it energizes the body, and on top of that, the most important thing, when the digestion happens, it prepares the body for more food to come. Otherwise, if there is no digestion, we can't have more food, we are full. In the same way, this gratitude is like pausing for digestion. We close our mouth, we pause, we close our ears, we pause and prepare it what the Bhagavatam has given us, the nourishing, the energizing, and prepare ourselves to have more scriptures, have more knowledge from the scripture. So it's like digestion where we will be getting ready. The Sanskrit word for gratitude is kritagya. Gya means knowledge. Krita like karta means to do. Kritagya or this gratitude means what this knowledge has done to us. Kritagya means the knowledge of what it has done to us in our life, how reading Bhagavatam has helped us. And that's why it's important always to pause and show our gratitude towards Srila Prabhupada and Bhagavatam, because that way we can reflect how it has transformed our life. So thank you so much. I was very happy to hear all of your realizations, and I'm glad that it has been helpful in our life. Few people have shared yesterday on the video. Few people wrote me personal messages. Few devotees have shared in the group as well. But let's continue our journey of gratitude today, and then we will begin tomorrow. All right, who wants to go first? Aditi Mataji, I know you have work, so if you want to go because you have to log off early.
I did write a bit in the group, Prabhuji, because I knew it wouldn't be enough time. Then I would take a lot of time. But one thing that has shifted for me majorly after coming to the classes is my hunger to study more. Like I do like studying scriptures, but then when we had a lot of discussions at home when I was little, but that was more about Bhagavad Gita, but not as extensive as you teach us here. So Bhagavatam was a new text, and that's what I discovered about myself, that I can actually read Sanskrit and I can actually understand. So that's something that has changed, and I want to like every time I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Like I want to read more and more and more and understand more as well. So yeah, that's something I wanted to share. And then one constructive thing, I would love to do a bit more work on the purports. So assign us tasks or something like that. We can read the purport and say, yes, we have read it. Like the other day we did. So yeah, something like that too. So yeah, thank you.
Amazing. Yeah, we don't have enough time here. Otherwise, we go through the purports. But that's something homework for you all. Yeah, thank you so much. Very happy to hear that you are loving Bhagavatam. You are developing the taste for Bhagavatam and your eagerness. It's that eagerness Laulyam, tatra laulyam, that eagerness will take us towards Krishna. Thank you so much. Anyone else?
Prabhuji,
Dimple Prabhu, yes.
um, without sounding repetitive, um, I would firstly like to um, express my full gratitude for what you are doing, which is which is creating this space where we all can associate. Um, it, I think something becomes very powerful when you see it in action, I suppose. And to see this happening while you are talking about it is uh, such a um, such a practical way of learning. Uh, so you're seeing what you are learning almost, and therefore it holds a lot of energy. Um, I think, like Aditi Mataji said, one very real uh, uh, benefit. I don't like using that word because you're not coming here for a benefit. You're coming here because of that what's the word I'm trying to say here? For a realization of something that you believe in, um, uh, has resulted in being able to carry my day with a lot more energy. Um, a simple example. In fact, I was speaking to some other associations last night with Shiva Prabhuji, and one thing I've realized is by the end of the day, with everything that happens in life and at work, and you're connecting with different people at different levels, with different agendas, I suppose, as you do in real day-to-day life. There are many emotions that come out of that, many responses, perhaps sometimes reactions, to be honest, because I guess ultimately we are human. As we have read in our purports. But as a result of the association, as a result of, I guess, the knowledge, the jnana that one inevitably is lucky enough, fortunate enough to absorb from these associations, um, it makes it that much more easier to manage, to navigate through those emotions and the reactions. I do feel that I'm responding more at the end of a day, um, at work or wherever it is. Um, it, you still find that there's so much more energy, so much more love, so much more positivity left inside yourself, and therefore, and the beautiful thing about that is that adds up day after day after day, and you then come back 6:30 next morning, looking forward to it, and that just keeps exponentially almost going up. So uh, I can't really say thank you enough for that sort of opportunity. Um, right at the beginning, when Shiva Prabhu introduced me, thank you, Shiva Prabhu, for that. Uh, what I said was, people go out looking for this, and they still have to go so many places, and this is this is an association that has come to me. So I kind of grabbed it with both arms, and I'm not going to let go. So so thank you so much for that. In terms of a few quick other points, letting go of my ego, I think that has been something very powerful. Um, I think it can act in very subtle ways sometimes. Um, uh, you always, I guess, there are times when you feel, oh, I want to say this, oh, I could have also said that. But I think when you dedicate yourself to Krishna, um, that whole, it's not like you need to suppress it, it just goes because you are dedicating yourself to um, something probably higher, more bountiful than yourself. So you almost let go of it happily, because you know you're becoming part of something more than just yourself. Um, and lastly, it's like drops of water cutting through a stone. And I think each Saturday, each Monday to Friday morning is one drop, and it's going there, and it's kind of getting through the stone. Call it life, call it ego, call it whatever you may, but it's kind of going through that, and you're able to sort of move through life and increase your closeness to Krishna consciousness. So thank you so much for being here, Prabhuji, and for everybody here. Thank you for being there. It is it's a blessing. So, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Vihul Prabhu. Very happy to hear your realizations, your experiences. And this is the practical realization that it transforms our reactions and responses, how we react to the situation. Very simple. The knowledge. Arjuna, before Bhagavad Gita was spoken, he was at the same spot, on the same chariot, with the Krishna, with bow and arrow in the hand, looking at the party on the other side, but fully confused. Don't know what to do. Broken, sat down, tears in the eyes, like completely confused and bewildered. Same place. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita about 45 minutes. Bhagavad Gita was spoken. And after the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is sitting at the same spot on the same chariot. The chariot hasn't moved 1 inch, not even 1 inch going far, same spots, looking at the same RV. But what does Arjuna speaks after 45 minutes, end of the last chapter of Bhagavad Gita? Nasto moham smritir labdva. And then karishe vachanam tama. All my ignorance is gone. I am confident. I have the strength. I know exactly what to do. Karishe vachanam tama. I am very clear. Nasto moham smritir labdva. All the doubts are gone. And that is what knowledge does. This is the power of the knowledge. The situations may not change, but once we have knowledge, our reaction, our response to the situation changes. And that is what we are getting the knowledge from Bhagavatam. Thank you so much. Puja Mataji, yes. Unmute and say. You are so eager to speak. So
Yeah, I pressed it. How I don't know what happened. Hare Krishna, everyone. First of all, I just pay my respectful obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, who has just given us such a beautiful reason to sit under one umbrella, that is Krishna consciousness. Just because of him, we all are sitting together and discussing about the Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you very much. And very grateful to Shiva Prabhuji that he made me to join this group, and I met you, Koshin and Prabhuji. You are just not my Shiksha Guru, but my Disha Guru. Seriously, I was doing my bhakti before. I was doing my prayer morning, evening, but didn't know how to direct my bhakti. You have given real direction to my bhakti. Thanks a lot. Such a major change in my life. I really cannot tell you how influenced you have put in my life. From Bhagavatam Gita, the shloka, every shloka, I think, is a learning point itself. And I can put that in my practical life so easily just because of you. I learned Shri Bhishmaji's prayer, Maharani Kuntiji's prayer. It's all about the surrender. If you surrender in bhakti, everything goes very beautifully in front of Krishnaji as a devotion of bhakti. Very simple, which I actually learned very impressively, that even as, like the queens were they were talking at the rooftop about the Krishnaji's, and he just looked at them and smiled at them. It means a small little effort. Whatever we made for Krishnaji, it is noticeable. Thanks to Krishnaji, at least we are sitting in with you, and I think he is looking at us. And what else? Your learning points. I Pagal, Perfection by Dhairya, Utsaha, all those, and 9 stages of devotion. Believe me, since I have learned all your learning points, I've written that in my puja room, where I always check in the evening where I'm going to do today. I Pagal anger, my kid really check me. it's really hard to control the anger sometimes just because of the kids. But I think, but before I was getting angry, but I wasn't checking myself. But now I go back, I say sorry to kids, and then I say no. The next time I think I should really appreciate, change my appreciation, and the way I react to kids is really because of you and Shri Bhagavatam. Thank you, thank you, thank you for making me this what I am today. And thanks for inspiring me all the time. Thank you, all the devotees. Just because shlokas, I did not know how to say the shlokas. I was talking to you the other day as well. But by listening all other devotees, when they talk, I'm just trying to do with them. I think they are inspiring me a lot as well. So please, Prabhuji, never ever leave us and just keep doing the best. God bless you and your family always. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really like how you always pray for me. This is exactly what I need. Prayers of the devotees. That's what I need to stay in bhakti, progress in bhakti, and coming closer to Krishna. So thank you. It's the gratitude in your heart that shows always when I speak to you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Prabhuji.
so much, Padma Mataji.
Prabhuji, I'm so bad with the system computers, so I can't show my face somehow. But
That's okay.
I would go ahead tell
We,
you how
we
I
we are
feel.
expert in having a virtual darshan these days. Not physically in Dwarka, not physically in America, but we can have your darshan virtually. Go for it.
Mataji, just reverse the camera if you possibly can. Just reverse the camera. I think so it's the camera issue, just that.
I do it. I asked my husband too, and he wasn't able to. But you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to tell you without my face. How's that? Or how I feel.
Yeah, yeah. All right. All good.
Okay. All right, Prabhuji. I have so much faith after these 7 weeks that I've been in this class in prayers, praying to Lord Krishna, praying to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, please, Prabhupada, please. I said I wanted a live class because I know the power of satsang, how it just wakes you up internally. So I was praying for it. I've done some of these saptas and things like that, but I wanted to start Srimad Bhagavatam from the beginning. And I started doing that. I was on the second canto when something came in my heart that I want to start this. Somehow I want to have something. And Aruna Mataji and Anshul Prabhuji, their associate, for 20, after 26 years, they got together online and they started talking about ISKCON. And Monaji tells me that, oh, hey, I just got through with this class and I know you love it. And take this class. The next day I was in there. And since then, my conviction in prayers has increased so much after I heard you and how, it was in my heart that I'm asking Prabhupada ji and I'm asking Sri Krishna, this will happen. So that actually, convinced me. And even before that, I had the conviction that somehow or the other I'll get this. I don't know where. I told him, Krishna, you are the umbrella. You're looking on from on top. You know where each person, each group needs to be put together. So here this came about. And I felt like, how in the temples they spray this water, holy water on you. Maybe gulab ka pani, I think it's called. And I feel like when you speak, it goes through the space, the sound vibrations come to our house, and they just purify our surroundings with that water. It might not be the water, but it is the sound that is more powerful than the water. And it just throughout the day. I've taken some early morning Bhagavatam classes, and the atmosphere, you are right, the Brahma Muhurat is so beautiful that the atmosphere is so good. All the demons are sleeping at that time. The clean slate that we start with, it gives us so much more. And somehow we, we feel like, oh my God, a light bulb flashed, but it's like 1,000 suns and it blinds us. But that blinding is such a beautiful awakening inside of us. So I don't know how to explain this, but that's what you are doing. And if somewhere I read recently that Srila Prabhupada says 5,000 years ago there was one Drishtrashtra and one Vidura. But now we have in each home we have a Drishtrashtra. And imagine how many Viduras do we need. Huh? So this job that you're doing of being Mahatma Vidura, I can just see Srila Prabhupada, how he's smiling and how Sri Krishna is just with a smile on his face as well, saying, Bacha bahut acha kiya, bahut acha kiya. I know it's very difficult to get up in the morning when you have work to do, go to work and take care of the family and everything, but you're doing it. People like you, I bow down to them. Hare Krishna. And the satsangis, I forgot about the satsangis. These are the Vaishnavas that bring blessings to our lives too by being there. Their time is important too, and they're there with us, along with you. So I thank you, all of you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Padma Madhuri. Thank you. It is very clear that your prayers are being listened by Srila Prabhupada and Krishna and Radharani. They are listening to your prayers and reciprocating. So I request you to please
Hare
please pray for me as well. That is what I need.
May your
Yeah,
family be
please,
blessed.
please pray for me.
Everybody. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. You are so far, but you are so close together within our group. Hopefully,
Distance doesn't. Prabhuji, yesterday in Tulsi Puja,
yes.
Pandit was saying that जैसे मिल जाते हैं ना पान के पत्ते पे, he put molasses and crushed cumin together and giving to Tulsi Devi and to Krishna, and he said ऐसे ही घर का प्रभु एंड माता जी मिले हुए जब भी होते हैं तो देखो क्या miracles बनते हैं, and that's the wedding, real wedding. तो हम लोग भी जो हैं कितना भी दूर हो, मगर वो जो हार्ट्स जब मिल जाते हैं एक दूसरे से, वो तो भगवान बनाते हैं.
Mm. Thank you. Yes, very important. Thank you so much. All right, who is next? Pooja Vithalani Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Sorry.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Prabhuji, it's a bit long. I hope it doesn't take long, but if it does, just
Let's see how many more. If someone, Rohit Prabhu or anyone can raise hand, and then because we have 15 minutes and 4 5 people, so 3 minutes. We want to go back to Bhagavatam tomorrow. Otherwise, too much of digestion. So, all right, 3 minutes would be good.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So many powerful characters we have kind of, learned about during our journey. Starting with yourself, Kaushal Prabhu, you have exemplified and you have kind of given us that motivation. Personally, for me, getting up early has always been a struggle. So I'm eternally grateful. I'm so grateful to you and your family that, for supporting us throughout our journey of devotional service, especially helping me with my chanting, my waking up in the morning. So I'm so grateful for that. And there's so many learnings that I've written, Prabhuji, from each chapter. But I'll just highlight the top that I have got from each chapter. So starting with the first one, we understood the importance of Srimad Bhagavatam and why should we be reading it. As a neophyte devotee, we just stick with Bhagavad Gita to start with. But introduction to Srimad Bhagavatam, has been a life-changing experience. There's so many learnings that you cannot get from Bhagavad Gita. Of course, Bhagavad Gita is supreme. It's amazing. But Srimad Bhagavatam has stories. So it's just so relatable to your real life, to your everyday life, and you make it so relatable into our everyday life. So there's so much beautiful nectar coming out every day that we can apply actually in our everyday life and take away one learning that we can apply throughout our day. So amazing that Srimad Bhagavatam has come into all our lives. We understood that from the first chapter. Second chapter kind of focused on ahituki bhakti and establishing that who is actually the Supreme Lord. You know how we learned in the Science of Self-Realization ages ago, and we tend to forget it. But thank you for reminding us as to he actually is the Supreme Lord. There is nobody else. So we kind of learned that in the second chapter. And we also understood that, while doing all our duties at home, at work, taking care of your children, everything can be done to satisfy Lord, not just to satisfy our senses and our family members and everything. So otherwise, it's just mere labor. I've written Shama Evehi Kevalam. So that is the learning for me in the second chapter. From the third chapter, the all incarnations of Krishna, amazingly beautiful stories of Krishna, and I understood that Krishna can appear in any form. There's no restriction. He's just unlimited, and also especially we learned that from the incarnations. And also the stories of Narad Muni, Vyasdev, and Sutta Goswami himself, that the birth, the status, and everything does not matter. It's the devotion in your heart that is what is going to attract you towards Krishna, and that is going to please Krishna, not your birth or how you conduct or anything. Sorry, I take my words back. How you conduct is very important, but your birth alone is not going to help you or help you progress in your bhakti. So that's from the third chapter. Fourth chapter, I understood the importance of Shishya's etiquettes and also Guru's importance in our life, where Narad Muni actually gives his own example to help the Shishya, Narad Muni, Vyasdeva, to understand that you've written so many things, you've done so much, but you forgot to glorify Krishna. So in our everyday life, when we speak to somebody and we discuss mundane things, but we forget the core subject of our life, which is Krishna. So rather than wasting your time when you meet somebody, one has to speak about Krishna or glorify Krishna, talk about his pastime. So that is my learning from chapter 4. And I
45
checked myself.
seconds. Puja Mataji, 45 seconds left.
I
So
check
it's at
myself when I'm talking to people. I just remind myself that no, I'm talking nonsense. I need to stop and I need to come back to what is important rather than speaking nonsense. And I'll just finish up with one thing, Prabhuji. As a parent, I have changed a lot. And my daughter has changed me a lot, but the learnings that I take away from you help me become a better mother. So thank you so much. And all the other, devotees are so inspiring. And yeah, I think I'll stop it there. Otherwise, I'll just keep going.
so
Thank you so
sorry,
much.
but
No,
you
no,
can always
I
you can always
I knew
record
I
it.
was going too much. But there's so much to say and so much to learn, Prabhu.
I know.
Hare
To
Krishna.
stop, it's so hard for me to stop at 7:05, 7:10. It's so hard to stop, because this we want to continue doing, glories of Bhagavatam. But yeah, you can record and share it. Thank you so much for all your recording services, all the compilation services. It's so um, I'm so glad to see, how nicely even Adya is doing in Bhakti. The age doesn't matter, as you said. Chalo, thank you, Fatafat. Let's stick to the Bhagavatam and Prabhupada. So many people are saying about me. I know who I am, and I don't need any more knowledge. And if I something that I don't know, my wife tells me very clearly. So let's stick to the Bhagavatam and Prabhupada. Chalo, Monica Mataji, then Shushila Mataji, then Sneha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, everyone, Dandavat Pranam. First of all, I would want to pray for yourself, Kaushalan Prabhu. May Radha Vallabh always shower mercy, blessings, and give you good health. So you can continue with your mission that you aligned with Prabhupada's mission of sharing Krishna's love with everyone. And also praying to Radha Vallabh to give everyone strength in this forum to continue with the bhakti. The main teachings that I learn from the takeaways, I know that we all understand and how you have explained it from the day one, we are trying, not just in the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, from the day one, in the Bhakti Vriksha days also, who we are, who is God, and our connection with the God. So, and Srimad Bhagavatam is just a cherry on the top, because it's not only the tattva, but it also has the stories. And as we can relate to each one of those stories, and you explain them so beautifully. So I wanted to just say that each story is like from Bhishma prayers, Kunti Maharani's prayers, all that devotees have already said, that these are the prayers that we want to remember while progressing in our bhakti. And also wanted to highlight the point that daily shravanam is so important. It acts as a medicine. Like doctor is giving a prescribed medicine, and we need to take it at a certain time, and if we don't take it, it won't act. So you give us daily dose of this medicine every morning, so that all the anarthas in our heart go away, and we don't necessarily understand that it is happening, but it's the process that's happening in the background. Slowly and gradually we see how we are chanting, how focused we are, how much we don't do bhoga on time, how much worried we are. So these small things show that our bhakti is progressing in the right direction, and you keep a check on us. And these morning classes are just a that you know how we have got Panadol of different flavor, orange flavor, cherry flavor, vanilla flavor. So these stories are like different flavors, what will suit anyone, happy to take. So as you said, Srimad Bhagavatam gives different stories, and what can relate to one, can you can grab the opportunity and use that to focus on Krishna. And finally, I want to just say thank you so much for, as I think one of the devotees said, that they didn't have to look out for this, because people spend years and decades to look out for Guru's mercy, to look out for, who is the right Guru, who is the right. I think you gave your mercy, and Gurudev's mercy and Krishna's mercy came upon us with full abundance, and I can feel that every day. So thank you so much from bottom of my heart to give your learnings, your teachings, to nurture us each and every day, and to make sure that we are progressing nicely in the path of bhakti. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Monica Mataji. Let's move. Sushila Mataji, then Sneha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Dandavad Pranam. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Dandavad Pranam. Yeah, there are many learning points, Prabhu, with this Bhagavatam reading, and I would like to thank you for all the effort which you have taken to take us to this level. I'm not still there, but still progressing. The key takeaway points I can summarize from my this 4 months journey is I always respect the way you, the gratitude you have for Prabhupada, and that also helps me to connect to Prabhupada, and the way you stress us to read the purpose, because I'm not very good reader. But still, because you say it, I read Bhagavatam purports whenever you stress it more. So I would recommend, if you can stress it more, I can read it more. And other thing,
Mataji, you are mute in case if you are
Hare-
speaking.
Sorry, Mataji, you're muted.
am I still mute? Oh,
No, this
Ah,
is good.
okay. So I was, till what point you could hear me?
to stress more to read
On me?
Prabhupada purports.
Yeah. Other thing, my key takeaway point is what is the importance of Guru in our life, because as Vyasadeva has written so many scriptures, but by the guidance of Guru, he could write Bhagavatam. By the guidance of Narad Muni, he wrote Bhagavatam, and he was fully satisfied. There are many learning points, but these are the points which have really touched me. Other thing is how being like, if I have to teach someone that how ladies should behave, how ladies should be treated, that is also mentioned in scriptures. Like they should be treated as jewels. In this society, it is a bit difficult when this is the age of like equality. So that also helps me to relate how we should answer this if we are teaching, or if you are trying to convince someone. And other thing I like is the way you tell different stories, as Monica Mataji mentioned, because I can always relate to all the purports with if there is storyline behind it. That really encouraged me. And yeah, you mentioned the service mode. I think that every time try to do anything now for Krishna or for devotees, I always that line always comes to my mind. Your mood. How is your mood? This time when I was cooking for devotees, I was like, I'm cooking for devotees. Forget about, of course, we should not forget about Krishna, but devotees, Krishna is pleased. That line's always is in my mind. Like when devotees are pleased, Krishna is pleased. So our focus should be more devotees rather than Krishna. And other thing is. Yeah, I think I've touched everything, and I always respect the way you show your gratitude to Prabhupada, Prabhu. That's highly commendable. Yeah, yeah, and
Prabhupada has given so much.
I always like feel like I can connect to Prabhupada whenever I read his purport. It's straight touch my heart all the time, and of course the Bhagavatam. Though because of my times and other things, I don't keep my camera on. But thank you, Puja Mataji, for keeping the recordings, and that always comes in my feed, and I always go back to recording if I miss something or if I like if I'm not attentive in doing morning chores. But that really helped the recording and other things. Thanks, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. And this is the proof we had on your public holiday, the program you arranged, 100 people, so beautiful program. And this is the proof that your devotion in action. We saw that. Thank you so much. Yes, Neha Mataji. Time is running out. Sorry.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I'll be quick. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, and Dandavat Pranam to all the devotees. Thank you so much for this initiation, Prabhu. Without your initiation of reading this morning Bhagavatam, I will definitely not able to read Bhagavatam. Like since I think more than a year ago we got, but I was only opened Bhagavatam to read along with you, Prabhu. Only in your association I'm able to do it. Thank you so much for that. And every day it become like like a charging myself, Prabhu, with whatever mood. Like I force myself to wake up and attend, but once after attending I feel so proud of myself for making because it changed my mindset and gives me so energy and positive mood. With that only I'm able to like whatever happening in my life currently I'm able to cope up with that because of devotee association and reading about Krishna. And yeah, as Kunti Maharani said, I realizing that, Prabhu, when we are in more difficulties, not even for a second we forget Krishna. But still, I'm not that level, so I'm not able to pray for that more difficulties. But yeah, I changed my perspective towards Bhishma Dev. I always used to hate him, to be honest. Like why, knowing everything, he was on Kaurava side, because my knowledge is very limited. So, but now my perspective towards Bhishma Dev or Kunti Maharani, even Yudhishthir Maharaj, is changed, Prabhu. Thank you so much for explaining. Even I know, like, we should thank Prabhupada for giving the detailed purports. But even people like me, if I read straight away, though it is English, I can't understand, Prabhu, without your explanation and devotee association. So thank you so much for everything, Prabhuji. And thank you for continuing this, Prabhu. I love to continue. And I would like to thank Anuradha Mataji. Her commentaries every day she posts and her recordings initially whenever I missed, it was very helpful to continue with the flow and catch up and understand the storyline and everything. And thanks to Puja Mataji and Shiva Prabhu for taking care of all these media things, which is very, very helpful for whenever we're missing and whenever we feel like to refer it back and listen to the same story, because I connected more to the past times, Prabhuji. I love the stories you share and clear all my doubts. Sometimes it's logical and speculative questions, but still you address them, because without clearing them, if I move ahead, like I will not able to focus. So thank you so much for addressing all my questions. And yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Thanks all the devotees for your association. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. 7-Eleven. All right. A couple of quick. So first thing is we are continuing, right? That I got for everything. So same thing Monday
Yes.
to Friday,
Yes,
6:30
yes.
to
Prabhuji.
yeah,
Hare
6:30 to 7:05. We'll try to stick to that. 35 minutes every day. Hindi, English, whatever way I am doing, is that same okay? I
Yes,
want to
Prabhuji.
include more
Yes,
Hindi
Prabhuji.
because Hindi में थोड़ा भाव आता है मुझे. So everyone is comfortable the way it is, language wise.
Yes,
हाँ
Okay.
जी,
So timing wise is okay. Language wise
जी.
is okay. Monday to Friday, day wise is okay. Um, Sanskrit sloka recitation, because we recite sloka, we can cover little bit less. But if you are all loving it, we can continue in this way. If we skip Sanskrit, then we can cover more, but then we are missing out on Sanskrit. So, okay, everyone is giving thumbs up, so we'll continue. Anything else needs to be changed or going forward from tomorrow? Any feedback, improvements?
Some more Nami Sharanya days, Prabhu.
I wanted one more day before Christmas, just so that
And
I can cover one more chapter or something.
also this time can be organized in Bendigo. I know it's far, but
Uh,
it will give us opportunity to serve the devotees.
okay.
You thank you so
So
much for that.
I am available any day, anytime, anywhere. So for me, it's no problem. Someone can take in charge to call few people, arrange the day, arrange the place, and then we can meet up. It should be comfortable to others as well. Um, तो चलो मैं बात करता हूँ. Maybe 2 or 3 persons I will allocate to coordinate availability depending on, because November is exam time as well. So we have to understand the kids' commitments to the exams and everything. Some people are going to India as well. So देखते हैं. But yeah, I want to do one more before Christmas, just so that it can be online also. It doesn't matter. If just want to maybe do complete one whole chapter, and I am rushing as well in 35 minutes. There are hundreds and hundreds of points in Dhritarashtra and Vidura pastime, I can tell you. It's sometimes I feel I just put a camera and record myself and post it in the group because time is less. But yeah, what I am sharing, I have 100 more points to share in Dhritarashtra and Vidura pastime. So, chalo, okay, continue. Same thing. Others who haven't got